Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to Busch Gardens Williamsburg, where we spent the past day and a half. We don't have quite as much time today, so we're working our way through the things that we need to check off the list and make sure we do before we leave. As you can see, we're in Sesame Street land. We just got off Grover's Alpine Express, which for a kiddie coaster, not only well themed, but also had a little bit of a kick to it. You know,
it was a fun
that's a great first coaster for a kid. I kind of wish it had been mine. Come along with us, everyone. If you're new to the channel, I'm Tim, that's Katie. We do things like this. Food and wine, this South Korea food booth located right over here next to Tempesto and Apollo's Chariot is actually a pretty good place to grab lunch. Reason being, no one knows it exists. If you don't have a food and wine map, you'll never find it. If you missed out on our vlog from yesterday, what you're gonna need to know is that we have a sample plan that allows us to get 10 items total. So yesterday, we ate through about 4 of those samples. Today we have 6, but today we're only here for 5 hours, and yesterday we were here for 12. So we gotta burn through food and drink really, really quick in order to get our money's worth out of the plan. Okay, so this is our South Korean booth haul. We got 1 of each item because we still have a sampler card with up to 10 items, and we had 6 remaining, so we used 3 of them to get a little bit of everything.
And we're hungry.
And we're hungry. All right, you know what they're called,
yes,
I don't.
So this is the Korean barbecue pork rib with a spicy slaw.
Okay.
This is, and the next are pretty easy, chicken bulgogi and beef bulgogi. Chicken bulgogi is not what I expected, but we'll see if it's good. I thought bulgogi was how you cooked the meat, but I could be totally wrong.
You got a little rice ball with the beef and the chicken,
yeah.
And you got
the spicy slaw.
Spicy slaw. I think I'll like the spicy slaw a little bit better than the rice, to be honest.
Yeah, the rice is a little plain. I didn't see any like extra sauces or whatever over there. I try not to eat with my fingers.
Going to the prettiest one first, I see.
Yeah, I'm just trying to. It might be easier to eat it with your fingers than these very flimsy forks. Wow, I'm really.
Yeah, you have to saw.
Stand by. Wow, look at that fork.
You like?
Yeah, it's like a sweeter barbecue, but also spicier. And then here's a little bit of the slaw. Yeah, I like the slaw. It's a little vinegary, a little spicy. Yeah, that's good. So Tim's going for the beef bulgogi. Pretty good?
Mm-hmm. Obviously, beef is steak and steak is beef, but like, not all beef tastes like steak.
Yeah.
This tastes a lot more like steak than some of the other beef that I've had from other Korean restaurants.
Alright, little piece of rice.
Here is the chicken.
Chicken.
And here's the rice. I like that better than the steak.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well.
It's cooked to perfection.
Okay. But what kind of spices are on it? It has flavor?
It does have flavor. I don't know if I'd call the flavor spice. It's like, feels like, it tastes like it was marinated in something.
Okay.
I don't know if it was or not.
Oh, that's fair enough. It just looked kind of plain to me.
It does look very plain. I will say this is probably the least aesthetically pleasing meal of anything that we've had at Busch Gardens so far.
Yeah, actually the rib and the slaw looks pretty, I'd say. But these are like a lump of rice.
These 2 things have no color.
I wish there was like some more extra sauce on like either one of these, I think.
That's the sauces what gives it color. The sauces on the slaw is what gives this one a little bit more color.
Yeah, it's a little, like to the eye it's like, okay, this is gonna be a little boring.
I would say, while this is not at all bad, if I only had 2 choices to make, I would say these 2. Actually, I haven't had this yet, but I know just from looking at it, it's going to be good.
Okay, so those 2.
This one I have had, and it is good. And Katie says this one is good.
Now, of these 3 in the Mediterranean we had yesterday, what's better?
Mediterranean.
Yeah, that slider was good.
That lamb is really hard to beat.
That slider was good.
And we just remembered that our table is right next to the site of the future Pantheon. Soon to be open, if you believe the rumors. Our staff has been telling us that this may open as early as next month. Another coaster credit to come back for. Katie knows right where she's going for her next sampler credit. Oh, she has found the Sangria stand. Interestingly, the Sangria garden located in Italy is the only booth that doesn't have a country association. I guess when they were sitting around the boardroom table talking about food and wine this year, they were like, all right, we got all these countries, but I think we could use one more. What should we call that one? Sangria. Sangria does look good though. It's a hot day and this is a cooling color. And then in addition to that, apparently you get to choose a flavored straw.
I can't really say what the straw adds, but the sangria itself is good.
Final stop on the grand food and wine tour. Of every food and wine line we've seen across the past 2 days, this is definitely the longest. But the reason is, everyone likes tacos. I don't know a soul that doesn't like tacos. The nice thing about the Mexico kiosk is that it's right next door to the mask relaxation area. Okay, so I have me a shrimp taco here with all the fixings. It looks absolutely fabulous. And Katie's is the carne asada taco, which has guac, which I do not like, but I know she does, and a lot of other people do. Then it has the beef. And
Cojito cheese.
Yep.
And looks like some fresh cilantro.
We also got a cup of non-alcoholic horchata, which is like a cinnamony vanilla drink if you've never had it before. It's got a waterish consistency to it, but it tastes like vanilla milk.
Cheers.
Horchata!
Yeah. It's great. It's not too sweet. It's very refreshing on this getting to be a very hot day. Ooh, it started juicing right away.
Worth it. Cost us about 45 minutes of our remaining 2 hours here in the park, but it was worth it.
So you guys decided to dance around with some ghost milk ice cream just for fun. I threw some in the waterfall. Because it's fun to watch them box and stuff. It's like dog stuff. These guys can actually smell treats under the water, so when we're training them, even on our stage exhibit, and we might throw a treat in the pool, they can actually smell it, even if it's super deep. It's really cool. As you guys see that rope that the puppies are playing with, that blue spool in the back is actually attached up, but they snapped the rope in half, so now they're just kind of playing tug of war for free.
Quite good. That was Dublin over. They perform, looked like for right now, every half an hour in Ireland area here at Busch Gardens Williamsburg. So if you're here during Food and Wine, if not the rest of the season, I don't know how often they play. They said they would be here all day, all week. Check them out.
Yeah,
it's a really good show.
Like a 12-minute set.
Give you a little snapshot there of what to expect, but the show goes on for, like Katie said, about 12 minutes. So you have, especially if you're eating in the Ireland area, it's a nice way to chill out and listen to some. It's always great to get live entertainment up in the parks, especially after the year we've had. Highly recommend. All right, everyone, we are all but completely out of time here at Busch Gardens Williamsburg. It's been an amazing weekend. We've had a ton of fun, but if we don't leave in the next hour, we're gonna be getting home in the middle of the night and having to start our work week on empty. So we are gonna wrap it up here. Before we go, I do wanna say one thing. Quick queue, very worth the money if you're only here for a short amount of time. However, it's not user intuitive if you've never been here before. There's a lot of rides that appear to have been built long before the quick queue process was thought up. So there's a lot of rides that don't have a formal quick queue and are using part of the exit lanes as their quick queue. So if you don't see a clearly marked quick queue lane at the front of the ride entrance, most likely that quick queue is going to be the exit of the ride. You just have to walk up where people are walking out. And then somewhere along the line there will be a split where you can find an access point to the ride, and just ask the ride up when you get there, make sure you're in the right place. But most likely that is where quick queue is going to lead you.
The locker situation is what it is, I guess. If you're here all day, it's definitely worth it for the multi-use
locker that moves around. But if you're only here for a couple of hours like we were today, we're only going to ride
a couple,
3 rides that need lockers.
Yeah, if you're going to ride 4 or less rides. But yeah, I mean, this place is wonderful. I wish we could stay. I want to come back.
YouTubers! Woo! As always, guys, make sure to give the video a thumbs up if you liked it. Make sure you check out our last video so you can see everything else that we were able to do here in our time this weekend. And for now, I think we're gonna go ahead and call it. Anything else to say?
One more ride!